We have clearly hit the wall of comedy in this country. I say comedy because anything else would be, I guess, a tragedy. Some unbelievable things that are happening right now. They just have to make you laugh or you're going to go insane. Have you heard this one yet? Governor Abbott in Texas has decided to try and save his state taxpayers from the fate of providing food and shelter to the thousands of illegal migrants coming over the border by sending the illegal immigrants to New York City and Washington, D.C. No, really, this is what he's doing. He gathers up busloads of people and has them driven to New York City and Washington, D.C., and then drops them off. Look, New York boasted that they're this sanctuary city and they have the resources to help all people. Governor Abbott is just using that information to help people, isn't he? What a kind guy he is. It is so comical and it is so true. I gotta love the Republicans. They're so brash and brave. And this is probably from the good old Trump years. They probably, realized that if Trump could be brash and brave, let everybody else be brash and brave. This is hysterical. But wait till you hear this part. Mayor Adams of New York just threatened to send New Yorkers to Texas. Adams is threatening to send busloads of New Yorkers to Texas to campaign door-to-door against Abbott in the upcoming gubernatorial election. It's basically retaliation for Texas sending busloads of illegals to the Big Apple. Are you thinking what I'm thinking here? Well, wait and see if your thoughts are the same as Governor Abbott's thoughts, because this was his statement in return. Governor Abbott says, because of high taxes, out-of-control crime, and poor leadership by the mayor, people are voluntarily leaving New York City without even the mayor asking. Now, that's hysterical. I couldn't make that up. That's hysterical that he's actually saying they're already leaving New York City. The clash between the governor of Texas and the mayor of New York came hours before 3 more buses arrived in New York City on Wednesday morning. Now, check this out. In D.C., the mayor, Muriel Bowser, recently called the situation a humanitarian crisis and requested the deployment of the National Guard. That request was, of course, denied. But think about the hypocrisy. These liberal-leaning nutcase mayors are now beginning to experience a small taste of what Texans and Arizonans are feeling every day as their borders are being crashed because brain-dead Biden and his minion do nothing about tens of thousands of illegal immigrants crossing the border. The D.C. mayor had the nerve to ask the National Guard for help. Asked them to go to Texas and to the rest of the border to stop the influx of this mess. The mess that not only brings in tens of thousands of people that we as Americans have to feed and educate, but what about all the drugs coming across the border? It's easier to get fentanyl into the United States than it is to get a vape pipe on a plane in Russia. Hey, that's an idea. Let's get the Russians to work at our borders. That could solve the problem. Oh wait, that might actually happen if Biden stays in office too long. Only difference would be that the Russians would be keeping you and I inside the border while we're forced to learn Russian and drink vodka.